Hello, Fat Grandma here. I'm back, and it's still Sunday, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I went ahead and pulled my hair up because it was doing really strange things in my last video. It is uploading right now, and I'm still wide awake, so I figured I'd go ahead and do my solds for this week. I may still have more today, but I can just put those on next week. It's been busier this week. I can tell that we're in fourth quarter. All the other sellers talk about it on their channels, and I'm seeing more activity now. So, which is a good thing. It's just I have to keep up with it, and it's not a ton, so I'm good. Um, anyway, my life is weird, and I've gone into it a little bit, but there's so much exterior crap going on around here with my mother, and just I get overwhelmed, and I was never like this. Not this bad, but I think living here has made me more sensitive, or I don't know what it is, but I'm more on edge. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I'm going to move my mic a little bit so that I don't have to sit too close to it. Okay, so my first sale, and this I mentioned in the video that's uploading now. At the end of the video, I mentioned I had my first subscriber sale, and now I have now got 14 subscribers. I think I had 6 the last time. I might have mentioned it several videos ago. So, a few more people have decided that they want to watch my craziness. Um, anyway, her name is Lisa, and thank you, Lisa, for the purchases. And she's now on my Facebook and stuff too. So we've chatted over there a little bit. Sending her something that I was going to get rid of and mentioned in another video, and I was going to donate it because it's heavy and I didn't see any point in trying to sell it. She mentioned that she really liked it and would pay for the shipping if I was just going to get rid of it, and so I'm doing that. We're going to do that. Um, anyway, first sale was her two. She bought 2 DVDs. One was Letters from Iwo Jima, and it has Clint Eastwood in it. And that one was new, and she paid $3.99 for that one. And then the other movie was Frozen Planet. It was a BBC special, and it's a really good film. She paid $4.99 for that one. That one was used. I watched it one time, so gently used, and I took very good care of my DVDs. So that is in good shape, and thank you again. I was very surprised. It was a nice surprise, but I was surprised. The next purchase was those moose that were in that giant box that was back there in the corner. Yeah, they're gone. Gone. I'm glad. I reduced the price because the box was so big and it was heavy, and the person who bought them paid $24.99 for the item, but the shipping was over $30, and I shipped it UPS ground. So I went the cheapest route, and I gave her my eBay discount. It was still over. She was as far away in the United States as you could get from me. I think she was in Pennsylvania. I don't even remember, but it was far. And so, yeah, she paid more for shipping than she did for the item, which is, I knew the shipping was going to be horrendous on that. And so I went ahead and lowered the price, and they were used, but they didn't look like it. So, she's getting a nice item. Sadly, the shipping, with the shipping, she paid $60, but I don't feel so bad about it because these same moose are selling on Amazon for like 90. So she still got a good deal, and I made more than my money back. I can't remember what I paid for them at the auction. Oh, $3. I paid $3 for them. So making $24.99 on a $3 investment, I'm totally fine with. I'm very happy. The next item I sold was that plaque that I showed you guys a couple videos ago. The it was, I think it was aluminum, and that sold for $40. I had it on an auction, which I told you guys I hardly ever do an auction, but I wasn't sure what to ask for it, and I pulled the auction because I don't remember why I pulled the auction. I ended the auction on that and that cowboy boot, that lighter cowboy boot. I don't know if it's still. I'll show you guys a picture of it. Anyway, it was an old vintage cowboy boot with a lighter in it, and I wasn't sure how to sell that much for either, so I had both of those items on auction. Talked to my daughter, who's in Nebraska now, and she's got a Western themed bathroom, and she said, "Oh, that would." I showed her a picture of the boot, and she said, "Oh, that would go really good in my bathroom." And I thought, well, I've been looking for something weird to send her for her birthday. Her birthday's in December, and she, her husband makes really good money, and they can pretty much get whatever they need. And so I just wanted to find her something odd for her birthday, and so she's going to get that boot with the lighter in it. She loves old vintage things, anything from the 20s. She watches old black and white movies all the time. So, she loves all that old stuff. And so she's getting the boot for her birthday, and she can put it in her bathroom, and it'll go with all her stuff. So I pulled that. I pulled the plaque, got a message through eBay from someone who was interested in the plaque, and I said, well, I'm not even sure what I'm going to ask for it. I was still trying to figure out how much it was worth. And anyway, we came to an agreement. She paid $40 for it plus shipping. So, and right after we'd made the deal and she paid for it, I went looking around again because I was like, there's got to be another one of these out there somewhere. I found another plaque, and if I find the photo of it, I'll share that one too. It's almost identical to this one. It's got a different scene, but you can tell it is absolutely the same person or artist or company. Whoever made these made this one also. It's the same exact size. The images of the plant life that they did on this thing, on these plaques, is identical. There's little acorns on one of the plants that's in the corner, and the grass or whatever it is in the background looks the same. It's exactly the same. And it was in Romania, I think, and it was like $23 that this girl was asking for it in Romania. But and I told this person who bought the one from me, I said, look, if you're looking for another one to match the one you just bought from me, there's one in Romania. But she wasn't sure how much customs and taxes and all that stuff would be, so she's just gonna get the one from me, and she's gonna try to see if she can polish it. If she does, she's gonna send me a photo, and I will share that with you guys at some point in the future. So again, that was $40 that she paid for the plaque. So, and I think I paid 10 for that. I might have. I'll put the price up in the corner. It might have been 20. I know I made my money back, so I'm not worried about it. The next item was a Club Mochi, I don't even know how to say this, Club Maki Maki, I don't know, Machi Machi, The Legend of Zelda, Hylian Shield Mega 15-inch plush, and it was brand new. Sold that for $14.99. The next item, and I don't know where this item is right now. I shipped it. The mailman picked up 3 packages from me, and the other 2 are showing up in tracking, and this one is not. So I have no idea what the mailman, maybe it's still sitting in his truck. It's a small box. It was a 5 by 5 by 5 box. That was the smallest box I had. And I could have put this in a padded envelope, but I was afraid it might get damaged. It was a vintage reproduction Wells Fargo Stagecoach Agent badge. And I've got a couple other badges that are just randoms listed on eBay, but this one, it wasn't very big. It was like the size of a badge, that a sheriff or whatever would wear. And anyway, they paid $9.99 for that. And again, I hope it shows up in the tracking system for the post office, because I'll have to refund the shipping and I can't remember what the total was. I think it was a little over $15 with shipping. So, if I have to, I'll refund it, but hopefully it shows up in the system and the mail carrier finds it in their truck or wherever they dropped it. I have no clue where that is. The next item was a Day of the Dead ceramic sugar skull cat mug, and I sold that for $12. I think I paid $3.49 for that, so like $3.50, and I sold it for 12. The next item was a Funko Pop Nightmare Before Christmas Zero, and he sold for $10.99. That was a gift from years ago. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure it was a gift. I don't know. I've sold the Sally a couple videos back, and anyway, so he sold for $10.99. Then I sold a souvenir. It was a pack of four. Well, it wasn't a pack of four. I bought them all together at one of the thrift shops. Cannot remember what I paid for them. Probably maybe 50 cents a piece. They were sitting together on the shelf, but they were priced individually. So I may have paid as much as $4 for these. I don't think I did, though. I think they were 50 cents a piece. Anyway, I sold those for $9.99. I I couldn't use my phone in this particular I think it was a Salvation Army thrift store. I can't remember. They were a little pricey on some things, and I couldn't get reception in this particular store, so I couldn't see if these were selling on eBay or not. So I bought them because I thought, oh, these are kind of cool. They're different places in Germany and Austria, Switzerland, over in that region, and so they're like travel souvenir kind of things. They're like a trinket, but they're more like they're like the size of a coaster. I don't know how else to describe them. Anyway, you'll see a picture. So $9.99 on those, and then I just sold a pair of vintage brass jumping gazelle, and they were either antelope or gazelle. I think they're gazelle. When I bought them in the auction, they looked good and they looked okay in the photos. They didn't show any close-up photos of them. When I took the photos, I could see that there were some scratches. When I got them home and took the photos, I could see that there were some scratches. And then on closer looking at them, I could see that there were some water spots, and I could not, wiping them down wasn't really doing anything. I cleaned them with vinegar, and then I rinsed that with water, and that didn't do anything. Anyway, this person contacted me, to see. She wanted more detailed photos of the scratches, and so when I looked at them even closer, that's when I saw what looks like water spots, maybe. So I sent her all the photos, and I told her, I said, "Look, I don't even know if this can be buffed out." So I reduced the price quite a bit, and I told her, I said, "You know what? I'll just sell them to you for 20, and that way I make my money back." And because I want to say I paid 15 for these at the auction. They should have been worth around $60 because that's what they're selling for on eBay. But the condition that they're in, they are not worth $60, and they did not show the condition in the photos when I bought them. So, I'll make my money back, because if I paid 15 and she pays 20 for them, then that'll at least cover my eBay fees, and I'll get my money back out of them. So that's a break even. But she's willing to try to buff them out or polish them or whatever. And, I told her, I said, if all else fails, you can always put them on an end table with a plant next to them or something. If someone doesn't look at them up close, you can't tell that they have any issues. They look fine from even a foot or two away. You can't tell there's anything going on with them. But if you look at them real close in good lighting, you can see it. So, they'll be a nice decorative piece for her, and she got them for a decent price. So she paid a total of $35 with the shipping. They're heavy, so that wasn't cheap. But then the other items I sold, I had two sales on Poshmark, and I thought I had that page open. There it is. I sold 4 vintage Noritake Sweet Swirl pink wine goblets. And I picked these up at, oh, I can't think of the name of the place. I went through this once before. It's that, I'll post it in the corner if I think of it again. Anyway, I picked them up. I think I paid $6.99 for them. I'm not positive. It was somewhere around there, maybe $7 at the most. I sold those for 30, and that was again through Poshmark. And then I just had another sale through Poshmark yesterday, and that was the other vintage Wedgwood Jasperware teacup and saucer. I had sold the green a few weeks ago, and this was the blue set. So again, I will post the photo up in the corner. I think that's it for my sales. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sales, 11 buyers, because 2 of the items went to Lisa. And, oh, you know what? I have more. I have some that I haven't shipped yet. I have to pack them up still. No, that is it. I think that's it. Okay, still 12 items. 11, so it's a little bit more than normal. I don't think the net is going to be as high as previous weeks, even though it was more items because they were lower priced. But overall, it's been a very good week, you know, for me, because I'm still, you know, I'm not doing the, I mean, I'm doing it full time because I don't have a job, but I'm not doing it full time because, you know, I've got other things going on, and so I spend a lot of time, again, I told you guys, you know, doing the research, and I spend more time packing things up than most people probably do because I kind of take my time doing it. If I got busier and I had to rush, I would hurry fast. You know, I'd work faster, but with the way things are, and I don't get that many sales, so I can take my time, and I just watch a video while I'm packing stuff up or listen to something. You know, I just take my time. So if I get busy and I can't take my time anymore, then I'll go faster. But for right now, I just piddle along and do my thing. And that's kind of how it goes. So, yeah, I think that was 11. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. I think the other one's still uploading. Yeah, there's 19 minutes for that one to finish uploading. So I will work on this one. I may upload it tonight or this morning. I don't know. So you may have 2 videos in a row, like one on top of the other, when you guys, if you get notifications or whatever. But I think that's it. I talked about my auction stuff in the most recent video that I did just before this one. And Sunday, everybody have a great week, and I'm taking my car in tomorrow to find out what kind of surgery it's going to require to get the air conditioning fixed. So cross your fingers for me. I can't afford a ton of work on it again. I've spent so much money. If I could have bought a new car by now. Okay, I've said goodbye twice already. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you next time. Bye.